Hey, Steve.
Hey, how's it going? Braedon, right?
Yeah, awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you face to face this time.
Yeah. How's it going?
Not too bad. How's your day been so far?
Pretty busy, you know. Had a good morning. It's a little brisker out than I like, but
Yeah.
it goes.
Yeah, that wind, it kind of got my hair all in a bunch on the way from the parking lot there, so
Yeah.
Forgive the appearance.
Oh, good. Yeah, it cuts right through you, but I feel like spring's right around the corner. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we talked on Zoom
Yeah.
the other week there. We established you got 10 different clubs, is that correct?
Yeah, 10 comedy clubs around Canada.
Right, and then you're thinking about upgrading your microphones for those potentially.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I mean, microphones are, you know, they kind of do the trick. So I don't know, I'm not sure. It's something I'm looking into, but
Right on, yeah. So I mean, I have some time. I got my microphone with me. I can kind of show you the ropes, and
great.
we can see if it's something you think might work out for you. How's that sound?
yes, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Before I get started about what I currently have, I was looking for maybe a little more information of what you're currently working with. How would you rate like the sound quality of your current setup?
Yeah, we're using the S95. We've had them for about 10 years. Like I said, don't really need to update them too much.
Right.
You know, the odd problems here and there, but they seem to be working out fine so far. So
Sure. How easy is it to set up the microphones you currently have, or to kind of move them around?
well, they're corded mics, so you just plug them right into the input. And,
Okay.
You know, it's not a whole lot of revolution in the microphone
Yeah.
industry
Right on.
historically, but
Just gotta make sure not to trip over the cords.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
that's the main thing.
yeah, as long as you're not clumsy, you should be good to go.
Right on. Have you had any problems recently, by chance, with the the features?
Yeah, some of the older mics, you know, that it's kind of dropping the bass and getting some reverb issues. But
okay.
as long as we have like a good tech guy there, we can sort those out.
Okay, so you have to have a tech guy with you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, actually, I'm going to show you my microphone here that I brought. So as you see, it's wireless, which is
wow.
pretty handy. So you can kind of walk around the stages freely. You don't have to worry about tripping over anything, and a little bit more of like, I guess, a modern design.
Okay.
I'd say. Some of the things that are pretty interesting that I think could actually help with the problems that you kind of listed there is that it actually has a built-in adjustment setting for reverb and for bass, so it can actually detect like the speaker and their tone and such, and it'll actually cut out like background noise, reverb, so you don't get that kind of like sharp sound quality that you can sometimes get with an older mic actually.
Yeah, that sounds great, but I mean, I've got the tech guys, and one thing I worry about with wireless is, you know, battery dying mid-show or the connection losing. So like
Right.
the cord, you always have that kind of security blanket.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. So one thing actually that our microphones have is it's actually a 12-hour battery life, and it only takes about an hour or so to charge, and it's just with USB, so it can plug right into any wall basically. You can charge them right up, and then if you're not in use, it'll actually last for over a week. It'll hold the charge there, so it's not something you have to constantly monitor.
Oh, so you can charge it every night?
Yeah, every night, or you can just charge it up on the Sunday, and it'll be good to go on Friday for you for the whole show there actually. So
Okay.
yeah, does that sound like something that might interest you?
Might, but another thing is my clubs are spread all over the country, so what are we talking about for like shipping and...
Yeah, no, I noticed that you've expanded pretty well there. That's quite impressive.
Right.
So actually, we have our own direct shipper that we work with, and we'd be willing to sweeten the pot a little and send them all over to your comedy clubs actually free of charge. Depending on how many we purchase here today.
Gotcha. And another thing I was thinking about is, you know, are these hard to set up, or
No.
is it pretty intuitive? Or?
Yeah, it's actually super simple. So it's literally as simple as a click of the button on the front there, and then the mic's on, and it's good to go. It's actually just that easy. So you won't really need any training or anything necessary for your tech crew or for your comics that are coming up on stage there. It's really just as simple as grab it and you're good to go. But we will have instructions that'll come in the box there with pictures and such, just in case you need a refresher or somebody's really not sure what's going on.
Gotcha. And how much would cost per mic here?
So it's actually about $350 per mic, and we think you probably need about 3, right, for club there. Just so you might have multiple people on stage, or
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, we're thinking of $350 per mic, so $900 per club.
Okay. And that's 10. So yeah, that's 9,000. That's kind of steep.
Right. Yeah, and I totally understand that it's like a big upfront cost.
Yeah.
But one of the benefits is I know some of the clubs that you have, there's seating that's kind of pretty far back.
Yeah.
And sometimes those guests might not feel as comfortable or as cared for because they can't really hear as well the comics quite as well.
Yeah.
And with the sound quality of these new mics, it's going to travel perfectly through the club. Like I said, it's not going to have issues with reverb or extra bass. So those, you can basically guarantee that anybody that buys tickets, regardless of where they're seating, is going to have a much better time, and they're probably going to be a lot more likely to come back in the future.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm definitely interested. Let me talk to my finance people, but yeah, the no reverb and the sound quality. I mean, that's kind of our bread and butter in this industry. So
Yeah,
I think we might be able to work something out.
Cool. Yeah, because I think that you and your comedian cohorts are absolutely hilarious. So
Oh, thanks, man.
it would be a total shame if your guests didn't get to really experience that each time. I feel like they'd be definitely missing out, and I don't want that to happen for either of you guys involved. So
Yeah. Anything to make my voice more silky. Okay,
right
great.
on. Yeah, so you think we're good to go? We can order. So that'd be 30 microphones, and then we'll work out the shipping details on our end, and we can get that set up with you. Is that good to go?
Yeah, I think can we actually try this one out tonight, and then
Yeah,
I think
sure.
if it does what you're saying it's going to do, I think we can probably make a deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
perfect. Yeah, and I'll get you my business card right after this. So you can contact me if you have any questions or concerns. But I'll be following up on my own over the next few weeks just to make sure that everything's going smoothly, and if we need anything else.
Okay, sounds great.
Awesome.
Well, nice to meet you, Braedon.
Yeah, thank you
Take
so much
care.
for your time, Steve.
Yeah.